because this frontline shit ain't for us. Donald Trump will have no problem picking our black asses off. You know why? We as victims do not garner empathy or support from his base. We play into his narrative. They are trying to get our black asses out in these streets.
This is what I'm talking about when I say that the Trump administration is looking for a catalyst. They are looking for a triggering event. They're trying to create one. They're trying to manufacture it. What they're trying to manufacture is rage coming from the black community. Also the brown community and the LGBTQ community. They're trying to manufacture that rage by targeting us with this legislation outwardly, to goad us out into the streets to protest. When we do, they will paint those protests as riots through their arms in the media, and they will use that to garner support for martial law. That's the point. That's why they're doing this, and that's why we can't show up. We see that, which is why we're not coming. I mean, there's other reasons. You look at the numbers from November. You look at all the warnings leading up to this election, but we've gone down that path, and here we are. This is why I keep saying it has to be white people. The countermeasures to this administration are going to have to be white people. You're going to have to organize. You're going to have to build communities. You're going to have to get out and protest. You're going to have wholesale rejection of this administration and its anchors in white supremacy and white privilege. You are going to have to reject it. Otherwise, nothing's going to change. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. But if we go out and do it, they're going to declare martial law. They want that. It cannot be us. It will not be us. White people are going to have to organize. If you do not want this, what is happening in the United States right now, you are going to have to reject it. And you are going to have to vocally and physically reject it. Otherwise, they're going to continue to do whatever they want. Understand that if black and brown people were to hit the streets, if the LGBTQ community were to hit the streets in full-blown protest right now, again, through the media, they would paint that as riots, just the way they did with Black Lives Matter. People in rural America don't understand that 98% of the Black Lives Matter protests were completely peaceful. They only saw the violence and the riots and the anger because that's all the media would show them. That's all the media would feed them. So that's how they see it. But imagine if all those faces had been white. The narrative changes completely. It becomes so much more difficult to repaint those protests as these vicious animals. It has to be white people and white rejection of this administration and of its roots in white supremacy.